Welcome to 549 Media. The lights are on, the crowd is loud, and the stage is set for tonight's action. From the opening whistle to the final buzzer, we bring you every drive, every shot, every play that makes the difference. This is where passion meets performance and every moment counts. Grab a snack, sit back, and enjoy your hometown Yellow Jackets because the game starts now.
And once again, welcome back into the Hive. I'm Jason Grove with Kyle Haberman as we get ready for the Holiday Hoops at the Hive finale and another team picture game between the Yellow Jackets and Big Lake here in the championship game here at the Hive.
Yeah, we got spoiled there with that girls' championship. I have a hunch this one's going to be similar. Now, Big Lake poses some problems for the Perham as they like to push and, really push tempo as fast as they possibly can and get shots up in a hurry. They like, getting downhill and, if depending on who the matchup is or with the officiating crew, yesterday Big Lake was, got into some foul trouble and was able to persevere through it. But if it's kind of let go and lets them go, it could be a really, really fun game. I think Perham proved last night kind of, how good they can be and how good they are going to be with how well they defended and made Sauk Center really miserable. So I think that will be the key to the game. If this is more in Big Lake having to come back, and try to go into a set against a really stout defense by Perham, I like Perham's chances. If it turns into a run and gun, I don't necessarily think that's a negative for Perham, but what that can do is, maybe cause some fouls and test our depth a little bit as we're still kind of trying to get back to 100% healthy.
We'll take a quick break, come back as your pregame show rolls on here live from the Hive on the 549.
At United Community Bank, we're not just in the community, we're sewn into the fabric of it. We shop downtown, we coach Little League, we're a part of your story. We're not serving customers, we're serving families. And we've done so since 1911. We're here for your first bank account, your first car, your first home. Community is our middle name, and Perham, Frazee, and Dent are our homes. And where some banks have branches, we have roots. United Community Bank, ucbankmn.com, member FDIC.
Perham Health is here to take care of you, to keep you crushing it. Broken bone? We'll fix it. New baby? We'll deliver. We've heard that. And yes, we can help. From life's big moments to the annoyingly sick ones, our providers have the expertise and compassion to handle it all. Perham Health, so you can keep on hitting it.
Hey, it's Tucker again, did you know? EOT Insurance Agency.
At Hilltop Lumber, we're not just about building materials. We're about building relationships. We're honored to be recognized for our excellence in our industry. But the greatest reward? It's the trust we built with our customers. It's not just about providing quality materials. It's about building strong relationships. We're proud to be a part of the communities we serve, working with you to bring your vision to life. Because at Hilltop Lumber, success is measured by the partnerships we create and the homes, businesses, and dreams we help build together. Hilltop Lumber, where we help plan, supply, and deliver dreams.
Welcome you back into the Hive. Big Lake Perham Holiday Hoops Championship. The Yellow Jacket girls coming off a nice victory. Hope to be joined by Gwen Hansen at halftime. Now with this one, as we take a look, one player that really stood out to me yesterday, he got into foul trouble for Big Lake, was Judd Layton. He really dictated how that game went when he was on the floor. Yeah,
just a sophomore, so you would guess that another sophomore would be guarding him in Cade Razor a lot of the times. And that Lehman kid's a tough player. He's got good feet. looks like he's got a little bit of an outside game. He didn't have to do that a ton yesterday, but he's going to be one to watch on their side. But they also have some other guys that can make plays. I think on if I had to try to call the two players of the game, or at least the ones we'd be arguing about, I'm going to say Isaiah Farrell and Tate Zacharias. Both, if we're going to be in an up-tempo game, that certainly benefits both of those two players that like playing in that up-tempo. So that would be my call. If I had to make a third, certainly Nathan Rustad likes playing in transition as well.
Well, you took it out of my mouth, because that's what I was just going to say, is Nathan Rustad would be right in there in that mix, and it was good to see him. Limited minutes last night, but you think he's going to get a few more minutes here today?
Yeah, I think by talking to Coach, it sounds like it's going to be more of a full go for him today. For him, it's a lot of times just kind of working back and feeling comfortable out there. And this is a good game for him, because he should feel comfortable in this type of setting the entire time.
And we talked to Cypress Seal last night on air. You could see his eyes light up when he saw what type of game he thinks it might be too.
Yeah, no, he has no problem playing that. He loves sprinting. What he likes to do in the past is he'd sprint corner knowing that we're going to find him, or you had like an Alex Bloom that would get downhill and find him all the time. And in this case, he's doing that, but then the other thing he's been doing a really nice job of is catching it on a push pass and then getting down under control, jump stopping on two, using his broad shoulders to lay it in for two. And a lot of times he's been getting and ones.
We'll take a few moments, take a break, come back, get you set up. Holiday Hoops at the Hive.
McCall Construction is the Lakes area full-service construction management company, offering a truly personalized experience. From dream homes to commercial spaces, McCall Construction focuses on putting you first with experienced value engineering that delivers on your vision and surpasses your expectations. Whether you already have a plan or you're just getting started, give them a call. McCall Construction will make the entire process so much easier. Call them at 218-346-7070.
Central Market, the fresh place in Perham and Detroit Lakes, offering the freshest meat, produce, bakery, and deli products possible with great value for your money. A visit to Central Market is a journey into freshness. You'll always be able to find a wide variety of items that will result in the perfect meal for your family and friends. Begin with their meat department, and whether it's succulent fruit and vegetables, fresh baked specialties from their bakery, or the convenience of fresh deli selections, Central Market is the fresh place for your family. Go Yellow Jackets!
Since 1980, more families have trusted Jack Chivers Realty than anyone else in the Lakes area. I'm Blake Olson, the owner of Jack Chivers Realty. Our dedicated agents have a deep understanding of the area.
We live here and our kids go to school here. Let us find the perfect home for you and your family, or lean on our knowledge and marketing to sell your home. Find out how Chivers delivers right here in Perham. Reach out today and start packing. JackChiversRealty.com.
Lakes Community Cooperative is proud to support Yellow Jacket activities and our entire community. From propane and fuel to feed, HVAC, country stores, auto shops, a meat market, and more, LCC is your one-stop cooperative for farm, home, and business needs. Locally owned and trusted for generations, Lakes Community Cooperative is committed to powering our communities and serving you every day. Visit lakescommunitycoop.com to learn more about your cooperative and the many ways we can serve you.
Yes, garbage is gross, but here at Steve's Sanitation, we are your trash experts with experience to back it up. At Steve's Sanitation, we know how to schedule your trash pickups without missing a beat, and we have been doing it for over 30 years in Perham and the Lakes area. Steve's Sanitation has been voted the best garbage service in the Lakes area since 2019. With 30 dedicated employees, we're here to take care of your trash. For more information, call us at 218-346-4834 or visit our website at stevesanitation.com. Horseman Investments and Insurance can help you with your retirement planning goals and insurance protection needs. Kyle Van Dyke and his team provides educated retirement solutions, wealth management strategies, inheritance and legacy planning, and personalized auto, homeowners, and life insurance protection plans. We are here for your lifelong financial wellness. To set up an appointment, call Kyle Van Dyke at 218-236-6665 or email at kyle.vandyke@horseman.com.
Since 1955, Esser Plumbing and Heating has been keeping homes and businesses comfortable across the Lakes area. From residential and commercial new construction to plumbing and HVAC service, our skilled technicians bring knowledge, experience, and a friendly smile to every job. When comfort matters, trust the team your neighbors have counted on for generations. Call 877-882-4822 or visit EsserPlumbingandHeating.com. Esser Plumbing and Heating. Trusted people, trusted service.
Welcome back into the Hive. We're moments away from our New Horizons Realty starting lineups. But first, before we get to this game, I'd like to give a special tip of the cap to the activities office of Aaron Anderson and Tracy Hummerman and their work, and outstanding work. Not a lot of people get to see the work that goes on behind the scenes to put these tournaments on. I've had the privilege of helping with a lot of the tournaments that they put on, and just the hard work that they put in. They definitely deserve a tip of the cap.
Absolutely. You don't forget there's JV games going on. There's other things and activities. There looked like wrestling practice going on during one of the games. And so not just because she's my wonderful wife, but in general, those two just do a fantastic job of making this, everybody feel welcome here, and that's why this is such a great facility.
Well, you mentioned that. I don't know if there's a gym in the state or facility in the state where the hospitality is at the level that it is here at the Hive. And I'm not just saying that because we're on the payroll here. It's just amazing the work they put in.
Yeah, you've heard that throughout, whether it's officials and how they're treated, whether it's how teams come in. We just do a nice job.
And speaking of which, we'll get ready to send it down to Aaron Anderson. Or not, the mic turned off down at the table. That's all right, since we'll have your New Horizons Realty starting lineups first for Big Lake. The Hornets, led by head coach Lance Pettit. Judd Layton getting the start of guard. Trevor Stukenholtz. Lane Pettis. Leroy Hamron. And last night, Jonathan McCormick, number 32. Your starting lineup for the Hornets. Head coach Lance Pettis, Chuck McConville, and Andrew Linneman, the assistants. Now for the starting lineup for the Yellow Jackets. Tate Zacharias, Isaiah Farrell, Cade Razor, Cypress Steele, and back in the starting lineup, number 24, Nathan Westad, your starting five for the Yellow Jackets.
Excited to do this one with you, girls. This is going to be a great championship game. It's just been an overall great tournament so far, and I think we're capping it off with probably just an absolute exciting one. Hopefully it matches the intensity of the last one. I'm sure it will.
Your New Horizons Realty starting lineups as we get ready to go, Kyle. Like you said, intensity here will be fun to see. Rustad and Layton to take the tap, or excuse me, McCormick. And it's Farrell who gets the opening tap. Farrell with it. Thiel looking inside Razor. Razor working, gets it stolen away there by Stugenholtz, but he steps on the end line.
'82, I know this one. Looking for a little bit of a slip screen there, but Razor didn't get it, but still got good action here.
Thiel works to the hoop, gets that to go.
Great start for Cy Thiel, getting downhill under control, using his size advantage over his opponent.
Into the lane, Hamron. He battled foul trouble. Now Stugenholtz likes to hit the three, and he does just that.
Got to close out a little bit harder there, especially he showed you yesterday he can knock down shots.
Here's Rustad. Farrell now looking in the lane. Zacharias lines up a three. It's no good. Rebound goes out of bounds. You may notice traditionally the home team's in the dark uniform on the scoreboard. The Yellow Jackets are the home team despite wearing the light uniforms. Change things up usually during the holiday tournaments. Because last night Big Lake wore their whites in their first game. Inside, Layton tapped away, and the Yellow Jackets get the ball.
Looks like they're going Cy Thiel on Laitman.
Thiel, the three, short. And Layton's going to pick up the loose ball. He's going to look to push. Who'd ever guess that with Big Lake? They go over to the far side, down low. Hammer left wide open. He hits.
Tough shot there. Those are like the toughest shot in basketball. A little set shot from 5 feet.
Zacharias now. Takes the near side, Farrell. Rustad with the fake. Over to Thiel. Now the weave up top. Rustad inside. Creating space. Gets the hoop. Can't finish though. It's Hammer with the board. And now Rustad for foul. We talked about the officiating crew, how it's going to be called. These three called the last game. They let a lot of physicality go. We'll see if that continues here in this one.
Yeah, you see that in double headers when it's the same crew in both. Sometimes they end up officiating it different just because of the different speed of the game between boys and girls. So it's just something to keep an eye on.
Layton with it. Stugan holds the three. To the floor, they battle. Farrell gets a rebound. Farrell to Thiel. He'll take a three. He'll hit a three.
Yeah, once he got the kind of cylinder off over the last night, I think that might open up his outside game as well. But nice push there by Isaiah. Just making sure that finding the open guy. There's going to be guys that are going to be open today. Just got to find them and make it happen.
Tough shots. And a foul on Big Lake. That's Hammering.
Hammering's going to have to stay out of foul trouble if they want to be in this game. And he same thing yesterday. He just puts himself in a bad spot. He's out of position on the rebound. Just live to see another play. Instead, picks up the cheap one.
Farrell with it. Now to Thiel. Thiel drives. Unable to finish. Razor for the board. Put back there. Nice put back by Razor. Drive and hammer. It's got off now up to Layton. He'll take offline. Rustad with the board. Swinging around. Thiel up top to Zacharias. Thiel in the lane. He's fouled. He'll shoot two.
So far, both teams just kind of feeling each other out. Kind of seeing, how are they going to defend it? Especially when you play a different team the day before. You're kind of used to how that game went, and then suddenly you're just playing again. So you got to just feel out, okay, who's guarding me? What are they doing differently than what I saw yesterday? What did coach tell me they're going to do? How can I best take advantage of this?
Thiel at the Horseman free throw line. Hits the first one. Second one off the back iron. But Razor with another board.
Nice job by Razor just getting a tip on. He's done that twice now.
You've been on with the calls today, and there's another one for you so far. Early start. Farrell with it. Knifes through. Floater's good. How he just stays in the air.
Yeah.
And hand control.
Yeah, he's one of those rare kids where his love and passion for the game and getting better and practicing matches his physical skills.
Rustad will take a three. That's off the back iron. Layton the rebound. That would have been huge if it would have went down for the Yellow Jackets. And now Stukenholtz on the other side. Hits.
Very lucky that wasn't an and one. I don't think Chris was watching him because he landed right on top of him.
And now a turnover. Amazing how it would have went from an 8, now it's down to 2, and we're tied. (10-all) early first half. Farrell to Zacharias. Rustad with it now. Swinging around. Farrell now. He's going to drive. Goes up strong. Gets it to go in the foul.
Excellent. I guarantee you Coach Durkheising said if you're going to get that ISO and there's nobody in the strong side, just put your head down and score the basketball. That one, he not only did that, he got the and one.
Fouls on Pettis, his first. Farrell at the Horseman free throw line.
You saw Perham early in the year go to a lot of, kind of extended zone press back into a matchup. I think Coach is getting more comfortable with just, hey, we're a really good man team. Let's just do what we do best.
That's been Perham tradition for a long time as Biley drives, unable to finish. Leonard hands it off. Thiel. Back to him. Farrell will take a corner 3. It's no good. Leighton in, drives, blocked by Thiel. But he stepped on the end line.
Still really good defense by the Yellow Jackets. Leighton getting downhill. Thought he had it, but Yellow Jackets stayed true.
Reiner now hands it off. In and out on 3 from Stukenholtz. Thiel the board. Farrell back the other way. They'll slow it down. Now to Anderson. 3 from Thiel is good. He quickly has 9. The Yellow Jacket lead back to 6.
Active on the boards as well. I believe that's his 4th rebound already.
Leonard with it now over to Farrell. Thiel the head fake. Now he's going to jump stop. Goes up strong. He's fouled. He'll earn a trip to the line. Fouls on Leighton.
Yeah, that's a double whammy there. If you can get him in any sort of foul trouble, things really open up for them, for the Yellow Jackets. He's a good defender, but he's probably their best overall offensive player as Borman checks in.
Hill gets the first. He gets the second as well. Timeouts called by Big Lake. We'll be back.
At New Horizons Realty, we're on your team. For over 25 years, we've been helping families and businesses find the perfect place to call home here in the Lakes area. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or just dreaming, we've got the experience and local knowledge to guide you through every step of your real estate journey. As proud supporters of the Perham Yellow Jackets, we believe in building strong teams on the mat, court, or field, and in the community. Check out our current listings at PerhamRealEstate.com or give us a call today at 218-346-7767.
We come back out of the timeout. The Yellow Jackets leading this one 18-10. Been a nice start. Looked like Big Lake was going to make a run back, but the Yellow Jackets, as always been the case of late during this little winning streak, has an answer.
Yeah, a number of guys contributing. Obviously, Cy Thiel's been the offensive guy, but nice thing is if you can continue to marinate and continue to grow Braden Anderson and Meeks on this end, life's going to only get easier just because if you cannot lose anything with those guys coming into the game, you feel really good about this squad and being able to leave in those other guys while also finding some rotational guys to fit in. And just once that you get that depth, Perham just takes it to another level.
Borman swings it to Anderson. Comes back to field. Spins. Trying to draw contact and does. Foul. Foul will be on Biley.
Big Lake quickly to 5 fouls, which with 11 minutes left is big. Sam Dale could benefit too from this style, the quickness. He's been giving him good minutes the last couple of times he's been in.
Deep pass, Borman. To the corner, Anderson. Here's Leonard. Thiel, head fake over to Anderson. Dale, backing down the defender, goes up. Still has a battle for the basketball. And Big Lake gets possession.
They definitely seem more committed defensively today.
Reinhardt will drive. Dishes to the near side, but no one home.
Coach Pettis is going to go nuts there. Just lay that thing in. Don't get all the way in. You've done your job. You've gotten the lane. Either draw a foul or put the thing up. The last thing you need to do is turn and toss it away. A little zone pressure here by Big Lake. Trapping as they put in the subs, seeing if they can do it, but Perham's going to answer that.
And that's Rustad hitting the corner 3.
Great rotation, a way to handle the pressure, and then Braden finds a shooter right away, his fellow classmate, Nathan Rustad, who is absolutely knocked down three-point shooter if he's open.
Stugenholtz misses that one. Long rebound goes out of bounds. Yellow Jackets lead by 11. Carroll with it. Gets a screen from Dale. The Hornets switch, but that leaves Rustad to hit another 3.
Yeah, he just looks really comfortable. It's great to have him back. He's barely hitting any net at this point, and that's nice to see him ready to catch and shoot.
He's swinging around. Here's Layton. Now Reiner will drive to Biley here near side. Into the lane. He loses it. Anderson now. To Rustad. To Farrell. The floater for Farrell is good. He's got 7.
Perham looks really, really sharp right now, and it's starting on the defensive end. They've just made life miserable on Big Lake, and if that's going to be the case, then they're not going to defend as hard on the opposite end, and we're seeing us be able to get downhill or get it really any shot we want at this point, but it's starting with the Perham defense.
Foul there. Stugenholtz was working in the lane. It's going to be on Anderson. The Yellow Jackets by 16 on your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard. Reiner now to McCormick. A deep 3 from Newland offline. Yellow Jackets inside to Dale. And Dale gets held by McCormick.
One of the things that you're not going to do against Grant Durkheising-led Perham squad is score on your out-of-bounds plays. He has your out-of-bounds plays better than you have them, so he's going to talk those guys through them in a scout in the morning or through a walkthrough. That was a perfect example of just they went to one of their ones in the well that they probably typically get a good look out of and didn't even get a shot off.
Zacharias goes to Farrell now in to Razor. And he gets fouled. You go to the line.
Good recognition of the mismatch there. Sometimes it gets a little obvious and you end up kind of turning the ball over. You're trying so hard to get it in there. Tate recognized it, and instead of trying to force the passing, did the right thing, got it to a wing, and then forced the foul, and we're already in the bonus, so life is good.
Fouls on Barron. Free throw at the Horseman free throw line's no good. Back the other way, here's Newland. Hands it off there for Renner. In the lane. Barron thought about it, passes it off. Hammer will drive off balance, but he gets the kiss. He's got 6.
Hammer and Isaiah Farrell have been kind of jawing at each other a little bit and kind of quiet. He got the bucket there, but still it was a hard contested shot, and you're okay with that if you're Perham. Now you got another tough one.
Now lead down to 12. Approaching the 7-minute mark. Deal off the edge of the rim. Rebound grab by Big Lake and Newland. Now Reinert pull-up jumper is good. And that leads to a timeout. 26-16, we'll take a break.
80-90% of this world goes to a 8-to-5 job. And they get to slave away to barely get by. We have the opportunity to go put in the work and be able to change people's lives. Be the less than 1% in this business. Everyone in this room has the opportunity for growth. Everyone in this room has the opportunity to go protect a bunch of people. Be that person today.
If you're self-motivated and disciplined, this is the opportunity for you. Call Dan Persons at 218-259-0741 for more information.
Welcome back to the Hive. Yellow Jackets take the timeout.
And you can't get too mad there. You know, you're going to obviously call the timeout and slow things down, but you're playing against a good quality team. They're going to make some plays. Just got to get back to what got you here.
Thiel now to Farrell. To Rustad. Thiel with it.
Big Lake going zone here.
That allows Rustad to step into it. Shot's no good and a foul.
I was going to say the ultimate zone breaker in Nathan Rustad, and then he misses it. So I'm glad I didn't say it, but now I've said it, so I guess I did. Tate's got to understand that one, right? He's beat. It's in his zone. You're not going to get to it. Just hands up, move on, sprint back. You don't want to get it to where suddenly they're in the bonus too, for a couple minutes and find a way to shorten the lead a little bit. Ooh.
Here's Reinert. To Newland, will take the 3. That's offline. The battle for the board. Now a foul. It's going to be on McCormick, I think. Nope. But it will be on Big Lake. It's on Barry.
Thinking Rusted's going to be the shooter here instead of Razor. Hard to tell kind of where the foul was.
Rustad at the free throw line. Brought to you by Horseman.
You're seeing the Perham defense is starting to, get to the heads of the Big Lake offense. They're taking some hard. That last 3, you'd live with that any day. They're just feeling, hey, maybe the only time they've really scored is in transition, and so you feel really good if they're going to try to jack those 3s off of one rotation pass. So that's just a credit to, hey, we've tried running our offense. It's just they're just too disciplined.
Couple of changes, not of the wholesale variety, as Rustad gets that to go. Let's bring it up. There's Pettis to Newland. They work the weave. Pettis likes that 3. Passed it up, though. Rustad almost a steal.
Rustad was thinking dunk there.
And Pettis takes the 3. It's no good. McCormick on the offensive board. Stepping in, hitting that one was Newland. Rustad now to Farrell as the lead is at 9. Here's Rustad again. Zacharias, a trap on him, gets to Farrell. He's left alone, and he hits the 3.
That's just deflating. You get your quality trap, you get the rotation, you're thinking they're going to take the tough shot, and Isaiah knocks it down. But earlier in that possession, as things started to break down and Rustad looked like he was going to maybe, keep going, Isaiah said, "Ball, please," and calmed everything down and ended up in the right decision.
And Newland answers to make it a 9-point game. Rustad, short on the layup. Big Lake in transition, Newland hands it off. Layton now back up top. Ryan, turnaround jumper, it's good.
Yeah, Big Lake's going the route of pressure, trying to create that way, thinking that will get them out of the more of their half-court offense and a little bit more push.
Rustad takes offline, long rebound. Big Lake basketball, Mika Leonard will come in. The most mispronounced name on the boys basketball team, I think.
Well, I was his coach for years, and I still get it wrong. That's why I just call him Meeks.
Pull-up jumper from Newland, short. Farrell with it. Oh, as he travels.
He was trying so hard to sneak it into Razor, but Layton did a nice job of covering that up, and he just had nowhere to go with it. Meeks, though, is a player that if coach is just going to keep giving him minutes, because in a big playoff game, in a big moment or a conference, big conference game, he's going to come up huge because he just flat can score the basketball. He's just got to continue to get more comfortable out on the floor.
Pass cross court. I got a question for you. After the shot by Pettis, he hits the three. A player like Leonard, the ability to score in bunches just must be a nice thing to have. And a foul on the other side. We'll put Razor to the line with the N1 opportunity.
Good body control there by Razor.
Foul's given to Newland.
Razor is a flat C-team guy last year, and so, he got a little bit of JV run towards the end of the year, but we kind of had a hunch that this was going to be where he's at, but I think he's just been a pleasant surprise, and he's given them offensively a spark at times, and you just saw him really comfortable there, and absolutely right here as well. He does not look like a sophomore that's just started playing varsity basketball.
5 straight from him, timeout.
It's not necessary to build your business in Perham, Minnesota to be successful. But it sure does help. Hammers Construction. Your vision, our team.
Since 1955, Esser Plumbing and Heating has been keeping homes and businesses comfortable across the Lakes area. From residential and commercial new construction to plumbing and HVAC service, our skilled technicians bring knowledge, experience, and a friendly smile to every job. When comfort matters, trust the team your neighbors have counted on for generations. Call 877-882-4822 or visit EsserPlumbingandHeating.com. Esser Plumbing and Heating. Trusted people, trusted service.
As we come back, 3:35 to go in our opening half. The Holiday Hoops at the Hive Championship game. Yellow Jackets leading by 9, trying to defend their title. You may have noticed no one was there right away for the inbound. The refs don't have to wait. Pull up from Pettis. Misses everything.
Now that's an odd possession there because Pettis was open for 3. We saw him shoot a lot of threes yesterday. For him to head fake against kind of nobody to then take a really deep 2. I'm sure coach would rather have him just jack that three right off the get-go.
Perham. To Leonard, excuse me. He gets it back. Now Borman. Perham with it. He's going to drive. Hand it off to Razor, who cuts. And he gets bumped. And Razor will shoot a pair.
Good ball movement and really good patience by Perham. Razor was probably going to dish that basketball, but he at least got ahead of steam down and got a paint touch, which is certainly what coach is looking for.
Foul on Stugenholtz his first. You're really quiet on the free throw.
Yeah.
Joys of the home court advantage. It reminded me of one of my favorite college basketball places, the Fog Allen Fieldhouse, how quiet it gets on free throws. And that one's good by Razor. And the Jackets now lead by 10. Reinhardt inside to McCormick. That shot's no good. Now Farrell steps into a three. Off the iron. Razor fights for the board. Gives it to Borman. Back to Rustad now over the field. Here's Farrell with it over to Borman. Back to Rustad. Or to the field, excuse me. Rustad knifes through. Pull-up jumper. Misses everything. Shot clock violation on the Yellow Jackets.
I liked a lot of what they were doing there, though. They're moving, looking for a great shot over a good. Even towards the end there, you'd like to see Rustad just go head of steam all the way to the bucket. But overall, it's still good offense, even sometimes when it doesn't, go your way and lead to points.
Wiley in the lane, hands it off. Hamron lays it up. Hamron has 10. Leads all Hornets. Thiel. Rustad, nice move, and unable to get it to go.
He's had a couple of those that have just spun out. He'll get those in the second half.
And unfortunately for the Yellow Jackets, Pettis comes back and hits a three. That leads to a timeout. Yellow Jackets lead.
At Nias Family Sales, our experienced mechanics are here to provide exceptional service in a timely manner. With 10 service bays, the service department at Nias Family Sales can work on all makes and models. Our experienced mechanics can do everything from oil changes, tire repairs, brake service, engine and transmission repair, and much more. Schedule your vehicle today. Call 218-346-5976 or visit the Nias Family Sales Service Center at 610 East Main Street in Perham.
Quickly back as Anderson has it over to Rustad.
You sometimes have a hard time calling that full timeout with only 1:20 left in the half, but I really think that coach wanted to emphasize this last, how important this last minute is.
And Rustad hits the three.
And so far, that looks like the right decision.
Biley drives. Short on the two on the jumper. Farrell the rebound. Farrell with it now. Over to Thiel. Anderson with it. Rustad now. Looks inside. Razor to the hoop strong. And Razor with a good finish. That is Snell. Pull-up jumper from him off the back iron. Field with the board.
And maybe look for a last shot here. You've done your job. You had your 5-point run to finish the half. You want to leave. You've got the momentum back. Maybe just get a good look here.
Farrell to the hoop. Beats the buzzer. Gets it to go. And the Yellow Jackets take a 44-32 lead at the break. We will be back with our halftime show here on the 549.
Odds are there's an ace right in your neighborhood with expert advice and the right tools to make your quick fixes even quicker. Around the block, what you need in stock with people who know their stuff. Welcome to the Home Convenience Store.
Hi, this is Mallory Stotterell
and Erica Saylor from Lakes Ace Hardware.
You can expect expert help for your next project at Lakes Ace Hardware,
right here in downtown Perham.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Hansen's Plumbing and Heating provides the highest quality products and services to ensure the comfort and safety of all their customers. It's what they do. Henry Hansen, later known as Hardware Hank, first opened the family hardware store in the early 1930s in Burgess, Minnesota. Today, they are proud to carry on his legacy of hard work and honesty through teamwork, fellowship, cutting-edge technology, and forward thinking. 218-346-2422 or make a visit in Perham, Burgess, or Detroit Lakes today. Hansen's Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving Minnesota families for over 80 years.
They go where you go. They're your wingman. Your, I should get this thing checked out support system. Who knows? They may even be your +1. Or should we say +4? These are your tires. Small town, large city, winter, summer. Every destination and every type of weather. At OK Tire Store and Service, we go the extra mile so you can add some extra miles. See us for tires, preventative maintenance, and more. OKTireInc.com.
Welcome back into the Hive. As our halftime show rolls on, we're now joined by our Steve Sanitation Player of the Game, one of the two of Quinn Hansen and Lauren Journey. And we're here with Quinn Hansen. And Quinn, outstanding victory tonight over Sauk Center. First overall, your thoughts on the game with the Main Streeters?
I thought they were like a really good team. It was just like a battle the whole game. It was really fun. Like I thought we all played together and everyone just like hustling the whole game. And yeah, it was a good win. The energy that the slow start from the starting five, the bench comes in, some big points early, and that energy that you guys brought. Just talk about that moment and that role in that first half. Oh yeah, I think it's just fun when like some of us subs get to come in. It's just we like keep the energy up. We try to like play hard together and stuff. But yeah, we have a lot of really good starters too, which like is fun just to have a lot of depth.
Your game has really evolved this year. You know, I've really enjoyed how you've defended at times. I think that was probably the reason you're sitting up here is you really take personally defensively and actually had some really good matchups today. The other thing that you've done is throughout games this year in conference games, you've gotten to the rim and finished with some hard layups. You realize you're a little bit undersized still. It's still super young basketball player. Have you really worked on your game with kind of making sure you can get to the rim, you kind of extend a layup where you're going to be able to get away from some of those taller girls?
Yeah, I just think that's like another good option because like my main thing is kind of shooting and having that as like a second option.
Okay, good. The other thing, certainly you've coached my daughter before, and you've had a couple plays that we alluded to during the game that were really high basketball IQ plays. I know it doesn't pay a ton, but do you think that you'd be a pretty good basketball coach in the future? You certainly have those genes, I think.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I think it would be fun, but I'm not sure yet.
You got plenty of time to do that. Keep working on what you're doing now. Whatever you're doing is working.
Well, tonight you had an exciting battle with that Jenna Riley from Sauk Center. A couple of inches on you, and did a good job keep closing out on her. What was kind of your game plan going against her tonight?
Yeah, I think Super is just like really trying to emphasize like getting out of her and trying to make sure she has as little takes as possible because she's a really good shooter. So.
Now another question: when you see your head coach dressed up in a Santa jacket, what's that like in the Santa suit yesterday? How's that keeping the team loose?
Oh yeah, it's fun. I just think that we have really good coaches and they all like to just dress up and keep everything fun. And Borman and Robbie had the best slippers out there.
Nice victory today on the holiday break. You close out with 2 wins here, getting ready to go for another tough one up ahead. Just thoughts on the schedule up ahead?
Yeah, it'll be really fun. I'm excited to like get back in the gym, have a couple practices, and stay ready.
Well, thank you very much, Quinn. Nice job today, and we thank you for joining us. Our Steve Sanitation Player of the Day, Quinn Hansen, right here.
At River's Edge Cabinetry, we believe your home should be a true reflection of you. Our expert team combines custom design, quality craftsmanship, and 3D visualizations to bring your vision to life. From kitchens and bathrooms to family rooms and outdoor kitchens, we handle every detail. Experience a seamless remodeling process with personalized service and attention to detail that you can trust. River's Edge Cabinetry, custom design for your lifestyle. Visit us in Perham or online at riversedgecabinetry.com.
From the plains of North and South Dakota to the lakes of Minnesota, one remarkable creature thrives, the cold climate heat pump. It cools when it's hot, heats when it's not, and uses far less energy than traditional systems. Those who welcome one into their habitat enjoy year-round comfort, generous rebates, and bills that nearly hibernate. Cold climate heat pumps, cooling, heating, and saving all year. That's efficient comfort. Powered by Otter Tail Power Company.
Perham Health is here to take care of you, to keep you crushing it. Broken bone? We'll fix it. New baby? We'll deliver. We've heard that. And yes, we can help. From life's big moments to the annoyingly sick ones, our providers have the expertise and compassion to handle it all. Perham Health, so you can keep on hitting it.
Hi, I'm Tammy Jo Awney at United Community Bank, your local community bank. We've been serving the area since 1911, helping families grow, businesses expand, right here locally. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas from your friends at United Community Bank. We'd like to thank you for banking locally, serving you locally in Perham, Frazee, and Dent.
United Community Bank, your community bank. Member FDIC.
It's something new every day, some different stuff to do. It's not the same monotonous thing over and over again.
Everybody works together, everybody knows everybody, you know, we all get along just well. It's just a great company to work with.
It's like a big family here. It's just everybody gets along with everybody and everybody clicks. Everybody just helps everybody out. And it's a pretty awesome job to have.
Welcome back to the Hive. Moments away from the start of the second half. The Yellow Jackets on the floor warming up. Nice first half. They lead 44-32. Scoring-wise, Isaiah Farrell with 12. Cypher Steele, Nathan Rustad, 11 each. And 10 for Cade Razor.
I think the call of the game so far, the thing to look for is Big Lake averages, after yesterday, averages about 80 points a game, and they've got 32. And it's just started yesterday with Sauk Center, and it's continued on today. Is particularly our half-court defense. They've been able to score in transition and push in tempo and jacking some early threes, but when it's a half-court transition, they've looked frustrated. And what that's done is that's turned into offensive points and runouts. So far, so good. You just got to look, find their guys. Layton has not got going yet whatsoever. So if he gets going, things change a little bit. He's a nice young post, but Cade Razor's, of the two sophomore posts, I certainly think Cade Razor's won at least the battle so far. We'll see if he wins the war.
Hamron on the other side for Big Lake has 10. Newland 9, Stuggenholt 6. 4 for Reiner and 3 for Pettis for Big Lake as we get ready for our second half. We thank you for tuning in and bearing with me and my voice today. I appreciate your work as well, Kyle, helping that out.
Like I said earlier, you pick the right guy if it's just a matter of filling airspace. I can typically do that pretty well, but I'm glad after another 18 minutes you can go home and rest that voice and get yourself ready for the Heart of Lakes Conference schedule.
Some big games coming up here in the next few weeks for both the boys and the girls, and it should be fun to see the second half of the season. Do you kind of, as a head coach, see these holiday tournaments? I know in theory it's not the halfway point, but the way it is, it seems like it's the halfway and you turn to the second half of the calendar.
I think after you get through this break and then you really take a good long practice and you say, hey, we're about to start the grind. It's kind of the second. I think you turn it into thirds. I think the second third starts tomorrow or after the first of the year, which is a grind, and then you obviously have playoffs once it gets to March.
Opening possession goes to Big Lake as they work it around the perimeter. Driving downhill, Hamron calls the bank.
It has been a good matchup between those two. They have had a little bit of chippiness, but it's been good friendly chippiness, and I love the competitiveness.
Now a turnover. Hamron drives, creates space, and created too much. Gets called for the offensive foul. His third.
They're sticking with this little zone pressure, trying to create a more up-tempo game, get deflections, and there they got one right there.
Pettis comes all the way around now, Hamron. Back to Pettis. A deep three off the iron, no good. Razor the board tied up. Quickly getting the hands in was Layton and McCormick. Yellow Jackets on the alternating possession get the ball. Harrell with it now. Slips. Hamron will finish. 4-0 run. It's cut it to 8.
Well, the tempos or the zone pressures cause some problems, but that typically can be the problem, or typically can be an issue, but it's a short-term issue. A lot of times, high-quality teams like Perham, you start to kind of feel through, all right, what do I need to do? What are they giving us? Where are we going to get the ball? Hamron's having a hard time here kind of keeping his composure throughout that half. He's been nothing but good offensively, but he now has 4 fouls, and he didn't like either of his last 2 fouls.
And now a warning to head coach Lance Pettis. That's one of those where he's sticking up for his player.
And it is good as a coach. In this case, I don't necessarily agree because he didn't like the offensive foul and he got mouthy, and then he gets the cheap one down here. It certainly wasn't the ref's intentions to call the fouls, but if you do them, you got to live with it. And now he's put themselves in a tough spot because he's not going to be able to come back in for quite a while.
And now Razor is called for a foul. And Hamron's leading scorer with 14.
Yeah, and he had a cheap one, or not a cheap one, but a one that he didn't need to get early in the game that I mentioned earlier that said, just live to see another play so you don't have to sit on the bench. And here he is. That's where he's sitting now.
And now Razor will go up and shoot 2. I wanted to ask you at the time you mentioned that. On the sideline as a coach watching that, you see a foul, you know where it's coming from, and you can just see it's coming. How tough is that? It's obviously a teaching moment, but how tough and frustrating is it to see that foul that far away from my hoop?
Well, we just talked about it with Quinn Hansen. It's a basketball IQ thing, right? Sometimes you got to give up a bucket. Sometimes you got to give up a rebound to understand that right now, is he helping his team sitting on the bench? No, he's not. So he's done a lot of really good things today, but you just got to find a way to limit those cheap ones. Every once in a while you go for them, that's great. But if you start to let your emotions create a foul, then you let just kind of mismanagement get you a foul, then suddenly you can quickly get to 4, as surprising as it is. And you just see now their offense gets a little bit out of rhythm because he's on the bench.
Now that's into the backcourt, and it's going to lead into another deep thought moment. You mentioned 4. There's a lot of talk about going to 6 personal fouls for players. What are your thoughts there a little bit?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that at all. It's gotten nothing but more of a physical game, and we want to see the best players play.
Deal the 3 off the back iron. Late in the rebound. Pettis knifes through a floater. It's good. He's going to have to pick up, as well as many others, with hammering out. Makes it 46-38.
And if they can do that, they can continue to have him on the bench, because if it doesn't go that well, they're going to have to start to make that decision of how long do we let him sit.
Deal knifes through, lays that up and in. He's got 13 now. 10-point Yellow Jacket lead. Pettis with the fake, steps here to the near side.
Nice defense by Tate Zacharias.
Layton straight on, doesn't get it to go. Zacharias gets the defensive board. In the lane. Goes up strong. Rolls along the rim, and now there's that foul we just talked about.
Yeah. Well, Tate's a good example of that. He plays as hard as he possibly can from start to finish when he's in the game. But he will get plenty of those. He's just frustrated he missed that one. He did a nice job of getting his guy in the air and tried to finish. It just rolled out there, and he was just so mad he wanted that basketball back. And as much as you can tell a guy not to do that, the emotions a lot of times just win out.
Biley now. Reinert spins. Pettis. Zacharias on him. He gets it back. Now with the head fake. Tied up. Razor comes in. Held ball. Razor with the late help that Pettis didn't see coming. Newland gets the inbound. Pettis now. Shot clock at 10. Newland's going to heave. And I think that was rushed because he heard someone counting down. And now Farrell. Biley.
Good hustle by Big Lake there. 20 did a nice job of creating an extra possession. And as it goes, you could be down 12 here now. Now you got it to 7, all on the hustle play. That's why you coach up and you talk about those moments of, hey, look what he created for his team.
Zacharias gets sent into the Yellow Jacket bench.
He's looking for he was shooting there, I think.
On the other side, though, Layton hits a big bucket for him. Might get him going, which the Yellow Jackets need to find a way to slow him down. Thiel with it in the lane. Battling through, and he'll go to the line.
He does a nice job with getting guys in the air, getting fouls. It's a tough one, right? It just feels like, hey, what did I do there? What more could I have done? Well, the problem is he got to the trenches, and you didn't stop him. Once he's in there, it's hard not to make a call.
That free throw's good. Thiel with 14, following up a big performance last night. It's a 9-point lead.
Perham's done a nice job of, slowing down those runs. Big Lake's had a couple plays that have, tried to create some momentum, but number of different guys have stepped up and slowed that momentum down.
Layton, another 3 off the iron. Rustad's guys for the board. Farrell back. Now to Rustad over to Farrell. Rustad now. Goes back to Farrell. Theo drives, loses it. Up ahead, Newland leaked out. He's fouled and will shoot a pair.
Rotations just didn't get back in time there. Once you see that drive right, you got to make sure you replace, and if that ball gets loose, you got to sprint to the hole. And Tate to step slow there. I don't know if he was the guy that was supposed to be in the rotation, but either way, good hard foul, had to make it.
Free throw good.
Growth, this is going to be a big point here. It's an 8-point game. You've got the subs going in. You got Borman, Meeks, and Braden Anderson going in to buy you some couple minutes here. This is an opportunity for Big Lake to maybe make a run, or this is an opportunity for Perham to give their starters a break, keep it at bay, or maybe even increase the lead and then put this game away. So look for these next couple of minutes to be really, really important. I'm guessing Coach Durkheising will, let this couple minutes go and then maybe call a full timeout to get into the stretch run.
They trap on Farrell. There's the timeout.
I don't think he wanted to call that one.
I agree with you, but 12:54 to go. We have one.
McCall Construction is the Lakes area full-service construction management company, offering a truly personalized experience. From dream homes to commercial spaces, McCall Construction focuses on putting you first with experienced value engineering that delivers on your vision and surpasses your expectations. Whether you already have a plan or you're just getting started, give them a call. McCall Construction will make the entire process so much easier. Call them at 218-346-7070 or check them out on Facebook.
I don't know if you can hear in the background. Just caught it when you have the Yellow Jackets and the Hornets, and they're playing Iowa B. We'll leave that debate for another day as well, as it goes to Thiel. Driving. Farrell unable to get it to go. And that's Layton, and he finishes.
Coach has already got a warning. He's going to have to be careful. You do not want to get a tee here in this tight game. His guy was hustling, but how do you not call one when he takes out a guy's knees? It's just a tough one. The guy didn't intentionally do it and was just going for the basketball, but it's hard not to make the call.
Tapped into the backcourt. Shot clock at 25. Big Lake's wanting 10. Now it's at 23. And it's a steal. Newland gets it to go. That's an interesting possession overall.
Yes, it is.
Anderson across half court. There's another steal. Finally loses it though.
We talked about it, trying to give his guys a little bit of a break here, but it's going to have to be a shortened break. He's got to get some of these guys in that can handle the pressure, and it's just a learning moment for these guys, but you want to shorten this run that Big Lake's making.
Farrell with it. Now to Thiel. Leonard with it, driving. In the lane, good.
Great to get him going there. I think that's the answer, is get your half-court stuff, and if you're going to try to make a run here, or if you're going to try to get it going, let Meeks make some plays. Another big shot by Big Lake, and it's suddenly a 2-point game growth.
Stugenholtz. Can't let him catch fire. We saw that yesterday. Now they trap again. Thiel. Leonard. Zacharias to Thiel. Tough pass. Got Judd Soul moving on the bench. The Yellow Jacket assistant. Now with it here near side. Perham with it. Spins in the lane. Short. Newland a rebound and a foul. And Newland hit hard. They check on him.
Central Market, the fresh place in Perham and Detroit Lakes, offering the freshest meat, produce, bakery, and deli products possible with great value for your money. A visit to Central Market is a journey into freshness. You'll always be able to find a wide variety of items that will result in the perfect meal for your family and friends. Begin with their meat department, and whether it's succulent fruit and vegetables, fresh baked specialties from their bakery, or the convenience of fresh deli selections. Central Market is the fresh place for your family. Go Yellow Jackets.
The good thing is Newland's able to walk off under his own power. He's going to get checked out.
I don't think he hit the ground. I think it was an elbow that got him, an inadvertent elbow. Hopefully he can get back in the game. He's been big over the last couple minutes.
But coming in with 4 fouls is Hamrin. Newland has to exit because they stopped the game. But Hamrin drives, hands it off. Reiner downhill. Kick it outside to off balance shot. Big Lake to worry about. Hamrin with it. And a foul as Student Old Stripes. That's on Leonard.
Meeks gave him some good run here now. Get Rusted back in the game. A lot of basketball to be played yet, Growth.
Forward by Reiner, too strong. Rusted with it. Zacharias, tough pass. Rusted getting pressured by Hamrin. Out of bounds. Now it's over back.
The Perham half-court defense is the key because they've been able to make some shots, and then what that's been able to do is get that zone press, which has caused the Perham fits so far, get that thing set up. If you can get stops, they won't be allowed to do that. So keep an eye on that as this game's starting to tighten up.
Miley with it. Works with the left hand. Doesn't get it to roll. Razor gets the rebound. Farrell back the other way. Rusted. All the way around to Zacharias now. He knifes through. Plays short on the shot. Gets his offensive board. Tough pass. Tapped out of bounds.
You could see Zacharias, he's probably been instructed, go at him hard. If he's got 4 fouls, he doesn't, he's not going to change who he is. He's a hard competitor. Go right into him and try to get him out of the basketball game.
Thiel. No good on the 3. And an offense on a board for Biley again. He's going to go coast to coast. Yellow Jacket fans wanted to travel. Now Rusted slows it down for a moment. To Thiel. Head fake, strong, no. Put back, no as well. Razor. And we're back the other way, Reinert. And now we're tied at 52.
Couple of short missed bunnies there. Could have been fouls, but
And Razor will go to the line.
I think Razor got away with maybe 2.
And now a technical.
Is that on Hamrin?
I believe it's on Biley. And that will follow him out. So Razor will be at the line.
It's a tie. It's a tie game. You just can't have that. You're going to end up now. Not only does he get the free throws, now you're going to give him the free throws, and we get the ball back. As a coach, he's talking about it. He's talking with the officiating. He knows his player made a mistake, but when we look back here at 9 minutes and 4 seconds, if we come to the catalyst of how things went, this certainly could be a part of it. You just can't put your team in a bind like that, and you fouled yourself out.
Razor goes 1 of 2 on his. Now Theo will be at the line. He gets that to go. So the Yellow Jackets go 3 of 4 at the Horseman free throw line.
You go from a tie game to a 3-point game with the possibility of a 5 to 6 point game all on one possession. So nice job by Perham for keeping their composure as things have got a little bit chippier out there. They've taken hammering out, I suppose, to make sure they can survive this.
And a turnover. Pettis back. Pettis to Stukenholtz. He's going to drive, kick. Reinert now. Step back from the free throw line. No good. Rebound grab by Razor.
Good defensive possession there by the Jackets. Yeah, Perham going to their best set here, trying to get a post touch for CT down low. And they've got it.
He works to the hoop. Nice call, Mr. Hammerman, as that shot is no good, but he gets fouled by McCormick.
McCormick pretty overmatched once CT gets the ball down there low. If not, he might not score, but he's certainly going to draw the foul.
Theo at the Horseman free throw line.
Excellent response here by Perham, wouldn't you say?
Oh, definitely.
Sky was kind of falling there for a little bit, and they really composed themselves without calling a timeout because coach is down to 2 because he had to take that one tricky one that he would like back when Isaiah picked it up. So wonderful, wonderful couple of possessions here for the Jackets. Now just got to get back to what you do best, which is that half-court defense.
Timeout called by Big Lake. We'll take it with them.
McCall Construction is the Lakes area full-service construction management company, offering a truly personalized experience. From dream homes to commercial spaces, McCall Construction focuses on putting you first with experienced value engineering that delivers on your vision and surpasses your expectations. Whether you already have a plan or you're just getting started, give them a call. McCall Construction will make the entire process so much easier. Call them at 218-346-7070 or check them out on Facebook.
At Hilltop Lumber, we help plan, supply, and deliver dreams.
We are family owned and operated, serving the Lakes area since 1988. Though Hilltop Lumber is our name, we're much more than that. We provide superior consulting and design, accurate estimates, thorough product knowledge, and on-time delivery. We have a full range of building supplies from windows, doors, decking, and siding to hardware, tools, paints, and stains. Take the stress out of building and let us help you find the perfect products for your project. Hilltop Lumber. We help plan, supply, and deliver dreams.
Welcome back to the Hive, 8:18 to go. Both teams 2 timeouts remaining. Yellow Jackets will be shooting 2 the rest of the way. Pettis to Newland. He's looking for Layton, cutting through. Down to McCormick. Newland with it. Over to Pettis as they work the weave up top. Out to Newland with 5. He'll take a deep 3. He'll hit it. And now it's a 1-point game. Farrell with it now. In the lane to Rustad. Rustad up. Shot no good. Defense still straight up. Layton with the tries baseline. Newland feeling it. But it's offline on the heat check. But an offensive board by Layton. Pettis thought about it, passed it up. Reinert now. Layton will take and hit. Layton has 8. That's now a 2-point lead. Razor with it. Borman now.
This is a really good game just in regards to just building some of these tougher games for Perham as they get older. throughout the season, they'll go back to a game like this. A lot of adversity, a lot of things they could have improved upon, but certainly a game that, as a coach, you're maybe frustrated with how things have went the last couple of minutes, but it's going to be certainly huge for them down the stretch. They can go back to this game and say, hey, we've fought through this. I'd love to see our shoulders a little bit farther up. We look as if we're kind of knocked down a couple times, and these stretches, you got to understand, these stretches are going to happen. Good teams, a larger school, they're going to be able to score at times. They average 80 points a game, so you can't be shocked by that. You just got to get through these moments and limit the runs as much as you possibly can.
And a nice hustle play by Thiel to save that and put Razor to the line to tie it at 58. 6:40 to go. Reiner with it over to Newland. Newland back to Reiner now. They go near side. Layton takes the three, and he hits the three.
We woke up a sleeping giant there, Growth. We've been talking about how we've been able to sustain him, and now he's really shooting the ball with confidence, and he's got a couple huge offensive rebounds.
Driving.
Love
finishing.
it.
Is fair.
Absolutely love it. That's a sophomore Growth, just getting downhill and saying enough's enough.
Layton, floater, no, but he's bumped. He'll shoot two. Layton, 11 in the second half. There's a foul on Thiel. His first. Layton gets that to go.
I can't sit any longer, Growth. It's a matter of two things. This is game 8, and this one's getting intense.
Back the other way now. Razor gets that to go. Nice answer.
Great answer by Razor. That's another sophomore, just using his body and his strength and making sure he's square to the basket before he puts it up.
Newland now to Pettis, the three. It's good. If we had a camera on this broadcast up here on us, watching you go back and forth, seeing you still live it. And now the analyst role here today.
Oh,
inside Razor.
32, he's going to get his butt chewed for not sinking to the level of the basketball there and allowing for that pass. That we talked about that in the girls' game. Allowing that diagonal pass is just an absolute no-no. But, this game, that kid going back to when he hit the ground, something must have clicked with him because he hasn't missed since he's gotten back.
Now it's a 4-point Big Lake lead. And it's to the floor. It's a turnover. Pettis with it. Reiner through the legs to Newland. Newland head fake inside Reiner. And he's good for two. You talked about the timeouts.
Yeah, he wants one, but he can't call it. He's got to have those two in the bag. We're going to have to live through this one, Growth.
Here's Thiel to Farrell. Farrell knifes through. Doesn't get it to go. McCormick off his foot, out of bounds. But it was tapped. Hammering back in. Zacharias back in.
This is going to come to those leadership guys like Tate Zacharias and even a youngster like Isaiah to rally these guys around these last couple of minutes. There's so much basketball left, and we're such a good shooting team that you just got to find a way to string together some stops, and the buckets will come. I like that he's got Meeks in there to just maybe give him a little spark.
Pettis now. Over to Newland. Newland knifes through and gets it to go. It's now an 8-point Hornet lead. Deal with it. Here's Leonard, drives to Thiel. Farrell with it to the near side. Zacharias the three, no. And the rebound to Hammer. Hands it off, Layton. Drives, spins, floater is good. Tough shot. timeout, Yellow Jackets, as the Hornets lead by 10. We'll take a
At Hilltop Lumber, we help plan, supply, and deliver dreams.
We are family owned and operated, serving the Lakes area since 1988. Though Hilltop Lumber is our name, we're much more than that. We provide superior consulting and design, accurate estimates, thorough product knowledge, and on-time delivery. We have a full range of building supplies from windows, doors, decking, and siding to hardware, tools, paints, and stains. Take the stress out of building and let us help you find the perfect products for your project. Hilltop Lumber. We help plan, supply, and deliver dreams.
At United Community Bank, we're not just in the community, we're sewn into the fabric of it. We shop downtown, we coach Little League, we're a part of your story. We're not serving customers, we're serving families. And we've done so since 1911. We're here for your first bank account, your first car, your first home. Community is our middle name, and Perham, Frazee, and Dent are our homes. And where some banks have branches, we have roots. United Community Bank, ucbankmn.com, member FDIC.
Welcome back. 3:14 to go. Yellow Jackets, one timeout remaining. Big Lake has two. It's been a late run by the Hornets. Zacharias over to Farrell. Farrell knifes through. Floater doesn't go, but Razor's inside. Put back is good and one.
Razor has consistently throughout the season provided that, and that's what's got him a starting spot. He's just really got a knack for the offensive glass, and then not just that, but then finding a way to make sure he scores. And throughout contact, he gets a lot of and ones.
And the fifth on hammering. Well, Big Lake disagreeing with that one. Now they're going to use their time.
That's a big foul. That goes back to what we talked about. He gave up the rebound. You just got to let him score that bucket. Don't give it a reason to be out of the game. You were up 10 now. It's okay to be up 8.
Razor. Everyone forgot. It was an and one. Should be an and one.
No.
Because he made the bucket to cut it to 8.
Yeah, it's blue ball, right?
Now they're discussing that. They should have just played it on like they did, but due to the delay of the substitution, several people forgot the bucket was made. And now we're back to action.
Odd turn of events here. This game's gotten a little goofy.
Layton with it. Now Stukenholtz back into the game. Pettis takes a deep three, too strong. Razor a big board. Farrell back in an 8-point game. 2.5. Zacharias now drives. And he's held by Newland on the arm.
Double bonus here, so nice slow way to get points. Maybe he can come with some pressure here, but I don't think you have to quite yet. If he makes these 2 free throws, you can stick with what you've been doing.
Free throw by Zacharias is short. He hits the second. 74-67, Hornets by 7. Reinert all the way to the near side, Pettis. Now Reinert drives baseline. Comes back to Newland. Over to Pettis. Reinert spins, jumper, good. Big Lake has hit some tough contested shots here in the stretch run.
They're doing a nice job, too, of continuing that full pressure with just, slowing down the ability for a guy like Isaiah Farrell to get downhill. And, there's still plenty of time, but, man, what a run by Big Lake that they had down 7 or 8 to get it to up 10. Just through a lot of will, and there was a lot of things that happened throughout those few minutes too when it came to technical and a couple hard fouls here and there, and they've had guys on the bench, and the kid that just went down that's made all those buckets, we thought maybe he wouldn't even come back into the game. So what a wild finish to this one, but still plenty of time for Perham if they can find a way to get a couple buckets early.
Farrell with it. To Thiel. Thiel will take the 3. Doesn't get the roll. Razor going through, gets the foul. And you can almost start to sense that Big Lake is going to become the Holiday Hoops at the Hive champions for the first time. Razor picks up his 4th. Stugenholtz hits the first. Stay tuned. Kalen Family Brands postgame show. We'll wrap it up with the Otter Tail Power play of the game, as well as our Steve Sanitation player of the game, as Stugenholtz hits them both. It's an 11-point lead with 1.5 to go. Farrell with it. Zacharias. Rustad knifes through. Shot is short, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line. Fouls on McCormick, his 4th. That one's no good. On the front end at the Horseman free throw line. $1:13 to go. That one's short. Here's Layton. Pettis is now Big Lake. In theory, he's going to work some clock here. And a timeout has been called. We'll take it with them as the
Perham Health is here to take care of you, to keep you crushing it. Broken bone? We'll fix it. New baby? We'll deliver. We've heard that. And yes, we can help. From life's big moments to the annoyingly sick ones, our providers have the expertise and compassion to handle it all. Perham Health, so you can keep on hitting it.
Welcome back to the Hive. Stay tuned momentarily for our post-game show coming up. There's a sideline inbound coming up for Big Lake. They have 15 on the shot clock. The Yellow Jackets going to play it out defensively, and now they foul. Now we'll put Layton to the line.
Yeah, good learning experience for the Yellow Jackets here. You know, they had a nice lead at halftime. They kind of sustained that lead, and Big Lake, credit to them, made one big run through a number of kind of trials and tribulations, and hit some big shots, and really the change to going into that zone pressure created a lot of live ball turnovers that turned into layups and ended up being the difference in this game. It just got to find a way to learn through it, but certainly Coach will use it as a learning experience.
And the travel will lead to a turnover with 41.3 seconds to go. Foul by Thiel. Layton at the line. 16 in the second half for him. Make it 17.
Did he score in the first half?
He did not.
So he literally had like an identical game to Jurdy did in the girls' game. 0 to 17, hit some big shots, made some big plays.
And gets the second. Newland, some big shots as well. Another key player for Big Lake. As Theo will take a three and hit that one. Potentially the final possession of the game as they cross half court. And Big Lake is your Holiday Hoops at the Hive champions.
It's great to broadcast you with you, Grove. I really appreciate you asking me to do this. I kind of started to run out of gas just like you towards the end of this one. It's just me. I just started to run out of things to say, and I kind of became more of a fan there towards the end as things started to falter. But a wonderful tournament. A lot of really good, high-quality basketball for early in the season. Really fun to watch. All 8 games. Excited to see kind of what both our Perham girls and Perham boys teams can do. Love that we have a winter. You know, it gets cold around here and not much to do. We have an awesome boys basketball team and an awesome girls basketball team to watch that do things the right way. Can't wait to watch it throughout the season.
We'll take a break, come back, have our post-game show.
We take pride in what we send out. When you open a bag of licorice, you want that licorice to look good. You want that licorice to taste good. We work for you. We take pride in what we're making and what we are offering. It is so important to me. I do thank KLM from the bottom of my heart. They believe you and your family is important.
Yes, garbage is gross, but here at Steve's Sanitation, we are your trash experts with experience to back it up. At Steve's Sanitation, we know how to schedule your trash pickups without missing a beat, and we have been doing it for over 30 years in Perham and the Lakes area. Steve's Sanitation has been voted the best garbage service in the Lakes area since 2019. With 30 dedicated employees, we're here to take care of your trash. For more information, call us at 218-346-4834 or visit our website at stevesanitation.com.
Welcome back to the Hive as the Holiday Hoops at the Hive concludes with Big Lake etching their names into the history books of this tournament, becoming the champions, joining the likes of Spring Grove, Sauk Center, and Perham.
Yeah, I think I don't really know what to say. They just had that resiliency as things started to break down, and they had that technical, and it looked like maybe the sky was falling. Coach made an adjustment, and then it just started to snowball in their direction, and it just never really stopped all the way until the end of the game. And a couple guys for them, Newland had a huge couple of buckets in that stretch and a couple big steals, and then Layton goes from 0 to 17 or 0 to 18 in the second half, hit some big threes. Once he got comfortable shooting threes, he looked really good. And then that opened up his game around the rim where he got a bunch of fouls and free throws, making, I think, 6 or 5 free throws down the stretch. But congratulations to Big Lake on their win. It's certainly deserved from that run they made in the second half.
Now our Steve Sanitation player of the game for the Perham Yellow Jackets. We're giving it to Cade Razor. Outstanding performance, finishes with 21 points. Did a lot of little things as he helped the Yellow Jackets build up that lead.
Cade Razor is going to be the reason, one of the major reasons, why this team will continue to improve and be a section contender. He has just gotten better and better around the rim. He finishes almost everything right around the rim, and then if he does get fouled, he makes free throws. But you just love as a teammate, you love when you have a guy that can get you added possessions. And he just has a knack of finding, he knows how to get to that weak side board. Credit to his coaches and probably Gary Gruey, who's been coaching him for, it seems like, his entire life. Getting to that weak side board, getting to high point it better than he used to do when he was a youngster. And just, he's got nothing but the sky's the limit for him as he gets going. If you're going to get 21 out of Cade Razor, the season's going to go in the right direction soon.
Well, Kyle, thank you very much for coming on board. As we wrap things up here from the Hive, the Yellow Jacket girls, the Hornet boys are your holiday hoops at the Hive champions and what's just been a great tournament. For Kyle Haberman, I'm Jason Groth. We thank you for tuning in, and I hope you have a good...
You've been watching 549 Media. Don't miss a moment. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications at youtube.com/@549media. The plays, the energy, the excitement, it's all right here with 549 Media.